All right, this is day 3 of the sabbatical. I did not make it very far today. I had a problem with the trailer. The trailer started bowing and collapsing on me. The motorcycle was about an inch to 2 inches from the road on the trailer. So it was a bad design. There's a bug in here. It was a bad design, and I made it better. Well, I didn't. I paid to have it make it better. So I was going down the road, and it just kept getting closer and closer to the ground. The tongue and everything was. So if this is the hitch, the tongue was just bending and just getting closer and closer to the road. It was. I was going to lose the bike. The bike was not going to make the trip. So I stopped at a RV dealer called Goose RV. They wouldn't give me the time of the day. They wouldn't even come out there and look at it. They had no idea what I was talking about, and said they were too busy to deal with it. So the lady did refer me on up to the next exit, where she said that there might be some other places. There's another machine shop up there. So I went up to Mitchell, South Dakota, and I went to a trailer place, and the guy said, I was just like, okay, what can you do for me? I'm looking at losing this bike, $9,000 bike, and I'm gonna look up one day, one hour, and it's not gonna be back there. So he said that he had trailers there. The cheapest one he had was like $2,900, and that's more than I was willing to pay. He couldn't fix it or do anything with it, but I asked him if there was a nearest U-Haul place, because that was my first option, was to drop the trailer somewhere, put the bike on the U-Haul trailer, and at least carry on with the sabbatical and the trip. But as it turned out, he referred me also to another place. It was a Palace Motorsports. I don't know if you can see that. Palace Motorsports. It was a Yamaha dealer, and he said that guy actually rented trailers, motorcycle trailers, and four-wheelers and those kinds of things, trailers for four-wheelers. So got over there, and he didn't have any in stock. Just my luck. And he didn't know anybody who did. So he was very, very sympathetic. Came out, looked at it, and as a fellow cyclist or motorcyclist, he kind of understood. As a young kid, his name was Drew Yenish. Real nice kid, very, very helpful. And he referred me to a place in Mitchell called Bailey's Machine Shop. He said they could probably reinforce that trailer and get me back on the road where it would be a lot safer. Unfortunately, fortunately, they were able to help me. I pulled the bike in there, and a guy immediately came up with a plan to reinforce the trailer, to firm it up, to make it more supportive by running some angle iron along the channel for the single rail, and just beefing it up, so that unfortunately it was just the bar that he put underneath of it was actually made it just a little bit lower, closer to the ground. The motorcycle trailer only has about 5 inches of ground clearance. So this lowered that just a little bit, so it still drags when I go down into dips. Like if I'm in the city and I'm pulling out of a parking lot and going down into the gutter and then back up, it will still drag. But it's a big piece of iron or that's dragging the ground, and not a flimsy metal wheel well. So I am firmed up. I actually did buy a hitch raiser, so that it would raise the front end up and level the trailer out, so that it was level in the front and back. Right, before, even with the reinforcements, the trailer was lower in the front. So I raised the hitch, put a hitch that, instead of having a drop ball hitch where it comes out of your hitch and drops down and there's your ball, so to adjust it to the ride height of most trucks, you just take those and you flip it over and you put the ball on it. So Long story short, I was able to get exactly what I needed. The trailer's back on the road. I think it's going to make it. Nothing else I can drag the fucker at this point. It's like a big. It'll be just a big sled going down the road. I tell you what, the roads on I-90 are rough. They beat me up, and they beat the trailer up too. So there's always snafus. There's always hiccups in everything you do, especially planning a long trip. So I have no problem dealing with this. It did cost me $213 at the machine shop to get all that welding done and that reinforcing. That's a small price to pay considering how far I am from home and what my options were. If I had to rent a U-Haul trailer, that would be the $639 I spent on my trailer plus whatever the cost of that U-Haul rental would be. So there's always problems, but this is how you learn and this is how you get better. This is how the rest of the trip will go better, and I think I've worked out the kinks with that. Having said that, I didn't make it very far today. I don't know what my exact distance was, but I was in Welcome, Minnesota this morning, and I ended up in Mitchell, South Dakota. Excuse me, just outside of Mitchell. I'm actually in a town called Plankinton, staying at a place called Hills Park RV. Just a little shout out to my friends there. Vern and Nancy. Nancy was very, very helpful. And it's strange because when I pull into these places, I'm so relieved to be here, And everybody's so hospitable and very welcoming, and they understand. So after I had a really bad day, I'm just not... I'm going to put all that behind me and just keep pushing forward. Never give up, just like the Bon Jovi song. I'm determined to make this trip a success, and there are just always going to be setbacks, and that's part of life. So hopefully I can make it into South Dakota tomorrow, or to the Black Hills, and go see Mount Rushmore tomorrow. I had intended to camp at a place called... tonight I was supposed to be camping at the Badlands Ranch and Resort in interior South Dakota. Did not make it there. And then tomorrow I was supposed to drive to Three Flags RV Park in Black Hawk, South Dakota. And from there I intend to stay 2 days. That will give me a chance to see Mount Rushmore and to ride the motorcycle and get out into the Badlands and really, really enjoy this trip for the first part. Up until this point, it's just been driving and camping. Not to say that's not enjoyable, but it's really haven't given me much time to enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to getting back to the vacation part of this whole trip, and I did get to ride the motorcycle today. I rode a few blocks. I rode over to the CarQuest place while they were working on my trailer to ask them about trailer hitches, and they actually, a very nice guy there, helped me out. He understood what I needed and was very, very accommodating, and was willing to work with me on trying several different options. So after said that, Three Flags RV Park, that's where I'm going to try and make it to tomorrow. That's only 98 miles beyond where I was supposed to be tomorrow. So I should have just a regular day of like 300 miles or so. And that should be where I want to be. And then get up tomorrow and go see something, see something that I've been wanting to see for a long time. And that's where I'm at. And then after that, after Three Flags RV Park in Black Hawk, I will be moving on into Yellowstone Valley Inn and RV in Cody, Wapiti, Wyoming. There I intend to stay at least 3 days, and I'm looking forward to actually camping for 3 days, so that I don't have to get up and unhook the camper and get prepared to hit the road. Having 3 days of sitting in the same spot is going to be fantastic. It's going to really allow me to recharge and just reflect and contemplate on this whole trip and the meaning of this trip to me. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's my summer today. I got a call from my dad right in the middle of talking to the trailer guy. He's been very helpful. I might give him a call here in just a minute and let him know everything's okay. He was very supportive. We talked a little while after that. He was while I was sitting there waiting while they were working on the trailer. We talked for a little bit. He understands. He's had these similar problems when he's out on camping trips. So it's facts of life. Nothing is ever easy, no matter how much money you throw at it. And believe you me, it keeps wanting you to throw money at it. So anyway, that's where I'm at today. It's not bad. It was frustrating. I never felt panicked. I always felt like I knew I would come up with a solution, and that's typically what I do. I find a way to just figure it out. All problems have solutions. It may not be the one you want, but there is a solution, and it may not be something that you're willing to accept. But for the most part, I'm still having a great time. I love doing this. I can't wait to get to Yellowstone, to actually get to where I want to be. I've covered 5 states so far: Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, and now South Dakota. So not too bad for 3 days, but we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to chilling out in Yellowstone, and I might just go ahead and make a reservation to make sure that they have a place for me. So anyway, that's my video blog for today. Just had a shower. I'm getting ready to chill out and write this day off and start fresh again tomorrow. And hopefully I will have some good pictures by tomorrow of Mount Rushmore, of the Badlands, and be able to ride the bike a little bit and actually get some video on the motorcycle. I've got a camera mount that I've fabricated for my handlebars on my motorcycle, so I should be able to put that camera on my handlebars and record some of the trip. Some people may laugh at me for doing that, but what it does for me is I can record it and I can relive the experience at some point in my life. So that's mainly what that's about, and it's fun, it's cool too. So anyway, I'm going to bed, and we'll start again tomorrow.